I wish I had the balls to bet the Pirates.
I'm betting them very, very light, though. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend because it's a holiday weekend. Um, had a much needed, good weekend MLB wise. Slightly winning day on Saturday. It was like 0.4 units or something, and then plus 2 units yesterday. I had a big Sunday. I think 4 of the last 6 days have been winning days, so I think the cold streak is officially over. Well, thank God. Not the most loaded night of MLB games. I think we're only going through like 6 of them. But there's some stuff here, a few bets I like. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get started. First one is Reds at Nationals, and I'm on the Reds here.
Oh, would you look at that? Welcome to the party.
I started this party. I've decided to rejoin it momentarily. Hold on. Get it up on the screen. Reds money line. I got it at minus 115, and I didn't even write down the book because it looked like it was available at minus 115 pretty much across the board. Definitely a bit of a square pick here, but like Toast is probably going to tell you, the Reds have been cashing as the square side for 2.5 weeks now. So I know Luke Weaver. It sounds insane back at this guy. As you can see, I put his screen. Oh, this is new. I got graphics for the live show now. You can see. Here are Luke Weaver's numbers over his last 5 starts. 10.29 ERA, 2.14 WHIP, 4.21 WOBA. Truly awful. But you want to know the Reds? You want to know the Reds' record in those 5 starts? 5-0.
They're 9-0 his last 9 starts. Woo!
No, there was 1 loss in there.
Really?
I wrote down 8-1.
I could have sworn it was 9.
I want to see
either
that.
way.
I want to see
either
now.
way.
No, it's 6. It's 6 in a row.
5, 6.
Okay, but
I could have sworn.
Anyway, so one thing I will say about Luke Weaver, I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you that this dude is good. One thing I will say though, look at who he's pitched against in his last 6 starts: at Boston, Dodgers a month ago, Atlanta, at Houston, at Baltimore. His only easy opponent that Luke Weaver's had in his last 6 starts was at Kansas City, and he really wasn't that terrible. I mean, it wasn't a great start, but he wasn't that terrible. Now, where it gets a bit scary is the Nats have been getting to right-handed starters recently. Here's the Nats numbers against righties in the last 14 days. Now, I know those numbers don't really blow you away, but if you look at the game logs, they scored 4 on Zach Wheeler, 4 on Logan Gilbert. Before that, Castillo and Brian Wu did both pitch good games against Washington, but coming home from a long road trip without a day off is generally a spot I like to fade a lineup. Like this Nationals is in that exact spot, this Nationals team. And then the other side, we got Jake Irvin. Do I have a graphic for Jake? Nope. His last 2 home starts were both solid, but that being said, Jake Irvin's last 2 home starts were both solid, and the Reds failed to get to the last 2 righty starters that they've seen, Seth Lugo and Michael Wacha. But the thing is, this Reds team is just so much better than the Washington team. This lineup, I trust them way more than I trust the Nationals lineup, especially in this spot. So I'm on the Reds at a short price.
Yeah, can't really add too much to that. As we all know, I'm going to continue to bet the Reds until I can't anymore. Just a horrible, horrible spot for Washington. I understand that they've been playing really well, but flying to San Diego, then Seattle, and then all the way back to Philadelphia to play games, and then not having a day off is like an ultimate fade spot for me as a situational capper. Can't play Fraley hit runs and RBIs because it's way juiced up today, but we can play Jake Fraley just to get 1 RBI at plus 125. He leads the team in RBIs, bats in the 5th hole behind Ellie, so should have plenty of opportunity. I love the fact that Ellie's in front of him with his speed. So at plus 125, going to sprinkle Fraley RBI as well. But yeah, I'm all over the Reds as well.
Cool. Let's move on to the next one. I can almost guarantee Toast is on the other side of this one. I'm on the Cards here. You know what? Actually, I want to do polls, though. I want to see if anyone's with me on the Cards. Cards, money line, Marlins, money line, over, under. I'm just curious where the viewers are at on that one. All right, so anyway, I am on the Cards money line, and I don't know for a fact that Toast is going to be on the Fish. I just know he rides that team pretty hard. So we'll pull out my notes, pull out my graphics. We'll start out with some Braxton Garrett numbers, and they're really impressive. He's been a monster. His numbers, those are his last 4 starts, not his last 6. That graphic's wrong. But the Marlins are 6-0 in his last 6 starts. And in his last 4 starts, here are his numbers: a 1.16 ERA, 2.10 WOBA, 0.69 WHIP. Dude's truly been elite. Here's where it gets tricky, though. Look how the Cardinals have begun starting to hit left-handed pitching. 5th in average. This is in the last 14 days. 5th in average, 9th in isolated power, 4th in OPS, 5th in WRC+. This is
10-9.
I know, I'm watching. This is not weird either, because remember, the Cardinals finished 1st in Major League Baseball last season against lefties, so we know this lineup's capable of hitting lefties. They're starting to. They rocked Framber Valdez last week. They rocked Mackenzie Gore about a week before that. The only lefty that was able to pitch a good game against St. Louis recently was Justin Steele, and that game was in London, so who fucking cares? I think Braxton Miller. I always do that. I think Braxton Garrett's in a tough spot here, and I truly like him. But I think the Cardinals are going to get at least a couple off him. Now, the good news for Toast, Miles Michaelis is on the mound, and the Cards are 0-5 in his last 5 starts. He's also given up 40 hits in those last 5 starts. But let's look at the Marlins lineups against right-handed pitching here. 273 average looks nice, but 0 power at all. I do not trust this Marlins lineup in the slightest. If you look at the last bunch of righties that they've seen, they got to Garrett Whitlock, and they did get to Michael Soroka. But out of those 2, we're talking about 7 or 8 righties that have all thrown consecutive quality starts against the Marlins. I think this is a perfect spot for Miles Michaelis to bounce back. And as Toast is going to say, you got the Marlins coming back from a 6-game road trip without a day off. This is a spot to fade the fish. I got this at like plus 123 on Barstool. This is a plus money one.
I'm on the fish here, money line and run line. I cannot pass up that run line at such a big plus price. I think it's at like plus 150. Simply, it's really easy for me. Braxton Garrett's going to be a bet on pitcher for me until he gives me a reason not to. Yes, they are coming back home from a road trip, but that was Boston and Atlanta. And the fact that they got really embarrassed in Atlanta doesn't give me a whole bunch of pause here. I think them back home is a nice little spot for them to get right. It's not really like a fade of straight like Michaelis, because I do think that he's better than what he has shown. But I think that this Fish team is continually undervalued. I will say that Braxton Garrett has been a little bit not as effective at home. But again, I still don't trust this Cardinals team. I don't feel like they can get out of their own way at times. On top of that, Sauce talked about the batting averages. The top 5 teams in this league have the top 5 batting averages. So I'll take them moving the line along and getting hits when they need them when I need to. So I'm all over the fish here.
I just think Michaelis is so due for a good start. Like, he's not this bad. I don't like Michaelis, but he's not this bad.
That's why I wanted to make that clear. I don't think he's that bad either. There's a reason that he's still pitching.
Yeah, exactly. Orioles at Yankees. I'm definitely going to be betting this series. Not sure if I'm going to bet this first game, though. I'm going to put Baltimore or pass on the screen.
Oh, sorry. One last thing. Gallegos and Hicks both worked like 20 pitches yesterday, so their top 2 arms in the St. Louis bullpen are a little low today.
Yeah. I think they'll be available, but he's right. They're worked.
Yeah, they'll be available. I'm just saying they're not where you want them.
Right. So for this game, let's pull up some numbers here. I don't even remember what graphics I made for it. So here. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. I'm curious to hear Toast's take on this. So if you look at the Yankees' current lineup lifetime against Tyler Wells, you'll see these are horrible numbers. They're batting 183 off from lifetime with a 582 OPS. So you look at this, and then you look at the fact that Tyler Wells has thrown 6 consecutive starts, allowing 2 earned runs or less. 6 in a row, allowing 2 earned runs or less, and the Yankees bats have bad lifetime numbers against Tyler Wells. Okay, so he owns the Yankees, right? Well, hold up, because look at his last 3 starts against the Yankees. This is dating back to last season. 7.88 ERA, 400 WOBA, 7.42 FIP. He's gotten rocked by the Yankees 3 times in a row. 3. He has great starts against New York, great numbers against New York lifetime. But the last 3 times he saw the Yankees, it was ugly. So I don't know how much I really trust Tyler Wells. And then also you add on the fact that Domingo Germán's on the mound after pitching a perfect game. Who knows how he bounces back from that? I could see him getting shelled. I could also see him coming back. I don't know. There's way too many question marks here. Obviously, I like Baltimore. If I had to bet it, maybe I'll put a few dollars on Baltimore before the game starts, but I think this might be a pass for me.
No passes here for me. I'm all over Baltimore. Give me Baltimore first 5 minus a half a run at plus 114, and Baltimore on the money line at minus 115 for me. 0.75 on each of them. I really, really like Baltimore in this spot. It's one of those spots. I talk about this all the time. I like taking a team that just got embarrassed on a homestand, their first game on a road trip. Well, guess what? It's in New York against Herman, who just threw a perfect game. That's an instant fade for me. But on top of to address what Saw said about Tyler Wells' last couple of starts against the Yankees, yeah, they were bad. They were 524 last year and 409 of last year, which tells me that was before the All-Star break. That tells me that was when the Yankees were absolutely rolling. The Yankees have been dog shit since the All-Star break last year.
That was early last year, those two? I just looked at what season it was.
No, I get it. No, I'm just saying, so for me, I think this is a spot that Tyler Wells is probably as Sauce would say, has circled on his calendar because he hasn't faced New York well or pitched well against New York the last year. And then one other player prop, where is it at? The Aaron Hicks revenge game. Aaron Hicks over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 120. I'll be sprinkling that as well. So
Aaron Hicks, baby. Aaron Hicks in his old ballpark.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Obviously, I'm on Baltimore too. I just don't know if I'm actually going to place the bet. I could see myself watching this game and getting ready to bet this heavy over the next few days. This should be a cool series. All right, let's end the poll. 79% of the viewers are on Baltimore, of those who voted. By the way, I told you this in a text. If you want graphics put on the screen, just email them me about 40 minutes before we go live, and I'll put them up for you. Braves at Guardians. You know what?
Tell me. Okay, hold on. Just really quickly. Throw what you know about me and my Braves hater line. Does this not stink or what? Is this weird to you? You look at this line.
Not really. Cleveland's been playing
well.
Cleveland's been playing
well with a bullpen that just got worked in extra innings yesterday with no days off, coming home against a big bad Atlanta Braves that hit 50 home runs a night, and they're minus 140. Weird.
All right. Well, you could fade them. I'm on the Braves money line. Braves minus 1.5. Pretty simply, the Braves are now 16-1 in their last 17 games. They're seeing a rookie starting pitcher. Bryce Elder seems to put that little cold streak he had behind him. He pitched 2 bad games in a row. That was in early June. He's now had 3 solid starts in a row. In fact, one of them was excellent. I forget which one off the top of my head. Since May 1st, I didn't make graphics of this one, but since May 1st, Bryce Elder has made 4 starts on the road. 4 since May 1st. He's got a 103 ERA, 176 opponent batting average. 353 FIP. He's been solid as shit on the road. Bryce Elder pitching great on the road. Now, I know the Cleveland Guardians bats have been dangerous recently. I've been cashing bets on them. I've been betting on Cleveland. That being said, they just got home from a road trip themselves last night. They didn't even have a getaway day because of the rain. So that game went into extra innings. It ended almost at the same time as Sunday Night Baseball. So really not much travel time for Cleveland. I don't know how much stock I put into that. Just thought it was worth mentioning. And then also, like Toast mentioned before, Guardians bullpen pretty gassed right now. Henches is going to be unavailable. Stephan threw 27 pitches last night. He hasn't even been good. 2 or 3 bad appearances in a row, so I don't even know if you want him coming out. And then Clase threw 27 last night, in which, by the way, he blew a 6-2 lead. So I don't even know the Cleveland bullpen that's been solid all year. I've been gassing it up all year. Not really in a reliable place tonight. Obviously, if the Braves lose, I'll take the loss. Definitely square. I would imagine everyone's going to be on the Braves here.
Yeah. I was really trying to figure out a way to find, I wasn't going to bet this game, but this doesn't make sense to me. I'm taking Cleveland plus 120. It has nothing to do with the Braves hate. This line just doesn't make sense to me in any way, shape, or form. I wasn't even being sarcastic when I said about the Braves and how hot they were and yada, yada, yada. This makes no sense to me. So if the bookmakers have a trap set for me and taking Cleveland money like this, then so be it. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
so no one's gonna tail me anyway, so it doesn't really. I'm not gonna go into it.
Actually, there's a decent amount. The polls here, 70% Braves, 30% Cleveland. And I see comments saying Cleveland. That being said, minus 140 on the road. So I know in football, it's about 3.5, 4 points each way for home and away. For basketball, it's about 4.5, 5. How many cents of odds would you say is the swing from home field to away?
I would depend on the team. For me, anywhere from, I don't know, 15 to 30.
I think it's more than that. I think
it depends on the team. If you're talking about,
true.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if it's the Rockies, it's going to be completely different. I mean,
that makes sense.
I mean, if I'm getting Verlander at home at minus 110 versus Verlander on the road right now at minus 110, it's a completely different situation.
I'm thinking at a neutral site with this odds, Atlanta minus 145. I'm thinking at a neutral site, this would be like Atlanta minus 170. In Atlanta, be minus 195. And that sounds about right to me. Because Cleveland's in first place.
When I saw this, if you gave me this and didn't throw a line out there, I would expect at least a 150 minus.
I mean, it's at minus 145. It's not too bad.
Well, it's more. I'm just saying that, like, that's my point. Is that, and they're still taking Braves money, and it's still at minus 150. So they're. Something's weird here. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, let's just.
Maybe I'm just wrong. I could be wrong.
All right.
Been wrong about
Kansas City at. Kansas City at Minnesota. I'm just gonna put under or pass up here. I do have some notes for this one. Very briefly. So it's Joe Ryan at home against the Royals, and in case you weren't aware, he owns this team. I actually didn't write down the numbers, but he's made, I think it's 5 career starts against Kansas City, and he's dominated all 5. He's always pitched well against this team. Don't want to fade that. But also, if you look at the last 2 left-handed starters, because Austin Cox is throwing, he's a lefty. If you look at the last 2 left-handed starters to pitch against Minnesota, you got Colby Allard. Colby Allard threw 4 2/3 innings of scoreless baseball, and Cole Irvin threw 5 shutout innings. Actually, I think Colby Allard might have let up 1 run. But regardless, you have 2 questionable lefties that just pitched great games against the Twins. So I don't know if I want to lay minus 130 juice with a lefty on the mound against a lefty with the Twins bats right now. So I'll say under or pass.
So for me, I'm going to attack this in the Padres game the same way. I don't think that the Royals, there's no way I bet the Royals. I just don't really want to get behind the Twins a lot and worry about them like winning by 2 or anything. But I feel like if the Twins win, Joe Ryan's going to pitch well. He just had the worst performance of his life. So give me Joe Ryan to record a win at plus 120. And I'll take my chances there. That way I'm not paying for a run line. I got a nice plus price. And we'll see what happens.
The record a win bet, the Prop Beaver bet.
Yeah,
Prop Beaver likes Austin Cox K's in this, by the way.
I saw that.
Yeah, so if you're a strikeout prop guy, Prop Beaver likes Austin Cox over K's. He didn't send me the data on it. Oh, you know what?
Well,
it's actually in the Underdog 3 pick'em thing at the end.
I was gonna say I would have guessed it's like 3.5, and Minnesota strikes out a ton, and it's probably a really good value on a guy that nobody really knows. I would assume.
Exactly. Prop Beavers actually give me a look. I don't think it's in it. Actually, we'll get to that at the end. All right, let's move on to the next one. Angels at Padres. I'm on San Diego minus 1.5. And I am betting it.
Because Blake Snell is a god right now?
Yeah, that and amongst other things. All right, so there's no way I could back this Angels lineup against a lefty right now, let alone Blake Snell. I mean, this Angels lineup has completely cooled off against left-handed pitching. In the last 8 days, we've seen both Tommy Henry and Austin Gomer pitch great games against the Angels. They were hitting lefties really well early in the season. That has gone bye-bye. Angels aren't hitting lefties at all right now. And in case you haven't heard, Blake Snell's on an absolute warpath. In his last 7 starts, he's got an 0.86 ERA. Opponents in his last 7 starts are just batting 140 off him. 140. He's got a 198 FIP. I mean, this dude is as elite as it gets right now as far as hot starting pitchers in this league. And listen, this is not a fade of Jamie Barria. I like Jamie Barria. Problem is, he only pitches 3 or 4 innings a start. He doesn't really go deep into games. I think he can pitch well here, but the Angels are going to need 4, maybe 5 strong innings out of that bullpen. This is not a bullpen I trust right now. I know Toast likes him a lot more than I do. This is not a bullpen I think that can be trusted right now. And it's not even in the best spot. They got some tired arms. Estevez, Soriano, and Webb all pitched yesterday. They should all be available to pitch again today, but I don't see them going more than 1 inning each. And if Jamie Bria only goes 3 and 2/3 into this game, they're going to need 5+ innings out of this bullpen, and their best 3 arms probably can't go more than 1 inning. So yeah, I'm going to take the Padres on the run line. I would also lean under or Angels team total under. I could see this one being like 5-1 Padres.
Yeah, so a same situation for me as the Kansas City game and stuff. So Blake Snell to record a win at +110. And then I'm also just going to do a Padres Twins moneyline parlay. All 3 of those bets for me, all plus money, all for a half a unit. That way, just in case one of those pitchers doesn't record a win in the other team and they still win, I still can make a little bit of money on that. So, but yeah, everything that you said, I just don't really want to lay it with the Padres having to score runs or whatnot. I'll just worry about focusing them on winning. And if Snell pitches well, we should be all right.
I hear you on that. I can't really argue with that. Let's move to the next one. Dodgers at Kansas City.
Pittsburgh.
Where's the graphic for that one? Oh, it looks like the graphic got cut off. It's Pirates at Dodgers. My bad on that. Oh wait, where's the Mariners Giants? Looks like my graphics cut off. Damn it. So there's Mariners at Giants too. And yo, this is gonna sound crazy. Damn, I wish I don't had the graphic.
Which one are we doing first?
Mariners Giants.
Okay.
Because that's what's next on my list. So let me hide the graphic so I don't confuse anybody. Let's put just so everyone knows what we're talking about. Mariners at Giants. I'll put this over here so everyone knows what game it is. Let me start the poll on the right. Mariners, Giants, or pass. All right. Seattle on the road in San Francisco. Yes, I don't know if you've heard. If you have a Twitter account or you own the internet, you've heard the Giants are traveling all the way back from New York to San Francisco after Sunday Night Baseball. That's all anyone's talking about. Want to know what's happened since then? Wait, where's the man? The graphics are messed up on this one. I'm sorry. Everyone's been betting Seattle. Last night, this line was Giants -125. It's now Giants -145. With all the action on the Mariners, the odds makers have no problem playing against all this Mariners money. So I don't either. I'm going to take the Giants here. Got it at -135, and it's still available at -135. All right. So first of all, it's Logan Webb at home, and this dude's been dominant as hell at home. He's made 7 home starts this year. He's got a 2.31 ERA, but it's not just his ERA. He's thrown 46 and 2/3 innings at home. He's averaging almost 7 innings a start at home with a 2.31 ERA. That is just awesome in today's MLB. But ready for the real spot, ready for the real reason we're fading this team. Right? Oh, where's my graphics for this one? Hold on, I have it. No, hold on. I need to put this one up because it tells the entire story. Hold on one sec. This is my first time doing the graphics on the live show, so it's a growing pain here. No. Game 7, maybe? There it is. Okay, so.
Woo!
Yes, we're talking about. Sorry about that. Here it is.
Yeah.
Boom. So, starting for Seattle, we have Brian Wu. And on the screen, you'll see his splits versus right-handed batters. That's supposed to say right-handed batters and left-handed batters, not pitchers. Versus righties, he's been virtually unhittable. 0 ERA, 0 home runs, 0.69 whip, 0.97 FIP. Look at his numbers against lefties. A 14.85 ERA, a 4.1 home runs per 9, 255 whip, 779 FIP. He's been absolutely awful against lefties. Want to know how many lefties are starting in the Giants lineup tonight? 7. The Giants are starting 7 lefties against this kid. And look at lefties' numbers against Brian Wu. 7. Come on, Giants, man.
That's such a cute little graphic that you threw up, but you neglected to say that the kids had 3 starts on the road this year at the Yankees,
against heavy lineups,
at Texas. Out of all of these 5 starts that he's had
against righties,
a 14 ERA against right-hand, like whatever, like such a small sample size, whatever. That is grasping at straws if I have ever seen one. I'm on Seattle here. It's the Sunday Night Baseball fade. It's what I do. I understand that there's no Seawald for Seattle, but Seattle has been playing a little bit better. If they have an offensive dud night, we're dead. But if their offense comes to party like they have most of the last 10 games, they're going to be all right. So I'm going to take Seattle. Don't love that it's public. Don't love the line movement, but Sunday Night Baseball fade is what I do, baby.
Someone asked how many games is sample from. That's from his whole career. He's pitched.
Yeah, he's only done like six starts.
Five. He's made 5 career starts, and that's from his career. And yeah, there's 100 comments. The Giants traveled across. Yes, I know. Every single person with a Twitter account about sports betting, because they said it on the Sunday Night Baseball broadcast, and you saw the news feed full up by like so and so picks. Like, hey,
you remember
the Giants
2 years
have
ago
to
when I
travel.
used to put people onto that? Now it's like everybody's favorite little tool.
I just want you to take one more look at this before we move on, Toasty.
Blow it up.
I want everyone to look at this. 14.85, a 255 whip. The Giants are starting 7 lefties.
Now raise your hand if you bet MLB every day and actually look at ERA. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, there was other numbers on there. Does whip mean nothing to you?
Full runs per 9. Yeah, that's going to last.
Yeah.
4.1.
779 FIP. You're right. That is dope. My bad.
I mean, that's bad. That's concerning. I'll give you that. That one stat is concerning.
The 255 whip isn't concerning?
What?
3 base runners an inning? Oh, my God. You just don't know ball.
No, it's just that a lot of that came from the Texas start. So it's like,
Pirates at Dodgers.
I just bet this with you, by the way.
Yeah, I mean.
I forgot that the Pirates are Dodger killers.
Oh, my God. How'd you forget that? It's like our favorite trend.
I don't know.
Let's wait. Hold on. For the poll ended. Wow, like dead even on this one, Mariners and Giants. 18% pass. That's a high pass rate.
Touche.
Let's start. Pirates, poll, Dodgers, or pass on this one. Okay, so that poll's running. So Pirates at Dodgers. I'm on the Pirates for a small bet. I'm not going to. I got it at plus 148 on Caesars too, which is a real nice looking line. Look, I'm not going to stomp my feet and pound my fist. The Pirates are winning this game. But let's be real. Pittsburgh weirdly owns the Dodgers in recent history. Dodgers are 1-6 in their last 7 games against Pittsburgh. The last time the Pirates came to Dodger Stadium, they swept them 3-0, swept the Dodgers in LA. The Pirates have won 3 straight series against the Dodgers. You got to go all the way back 2 seasons to 2021 to find the last time the Dodgers beat the Pirates in a series. I don't know why. For some reason, they just can't beat this team. And then add on the fact that it's Mitch Keller pitching against possibly Michael Grove. Come on. I don't know whether the Pirates are going to win or not. Who knows? But at plus 148, I think it's worth the shot.
Yeah. When you said it earlier, it took my brain a minute, but then I was like, holy cow, I forget about it. Because if you remember last year when they did it, when the Pirates beat the Dodgers, it was the birth of David Bednar because he cussed on air, and now everybody knows who David Bednar is, who's the Pirates closer. But yeah, they've owned them with Mitch Keller on the mound at a big plus price. It's really hard not to take that price. So, and oddly enough, I mean, it's not like Pittsburgh is playing horrible in their last, handful of games. I mean, look at their run score. They only scored 3 yesterday, but before that, 8, 5, 7, and 9. I understand some of those came late and stuff like that, but the fact of the matter is they're playing with confidence on the road in a spot in Dodger Stadium, which is probably a game that they have probably circled as well. So a team that's scoring on the road, why not? Dodgers coming home from a road trip. They just got embarrassed in Kansas City. I'll take my chances.
Actually, Pirates won the poll. 48% Pittsburgh, 42% Dodgers, 10% pass in that poll. You know what would make me like it more if the Dodgers were playing well? But the fact that they're struggling means like they might take the Pirate series a little more seriously than they did in the last few.
100% agree. If this was like 115, it'd be a little bit of a different story probably. But at 145 or whatever you can get it at now or whatever, you're going to be all right even if you take the L.
By the way, not only have the Rangers come back to make it 10-9, but the Brewers tied it 6-6. Holy shit. I'm glad I didn't bet the Cubs now because I'd be having a fucking stroke. For those who didn't know, so this morning I said I like the Rangers and Cubs. And for 3 innings in, it was 6-0 Astros and 6-0 Cubs. And I passed on the Cubs and took the Rangers. So I was like, what the fuck? But now it looks like both these games are going to be dope to watch. I can tell, like, the entire chat is watching, too, which makes it fun.
I know.
The entire chat is watching these games. All right, so let's.
Somebody asked me if you were going to be mad at me for taking Houston twice, and I was like, he could care less. I promise you.
I promise you, he doesn't care. All right, so let's do some community parlay action. I don't know how we're going to do this. There's just not many options. But let's see. Well, you know what? Screw it. Let's see what we could come up with here. Start a poll. We'll go with Reds money line. Seems like everyone was with us on that. I'm gonna put Cards money line and Marlins money line in this. Let people pick one, because we were on opposite sides of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it seems like everyone was on Baltimore too, but so I'll save that one for the next one. I'll put Padres money line on there. A lot of these, keep in mind, if you like multiple, there's not many games, so a lot of these you're going to get multiple chances to vote. So if you like the Padres, you can probably get it on the next vote. This one, Reds off to a heavy start. Can't believe I messed up the graphics today. That's what happens. Beaver doesn't work the weekend, comes back, everything's thrown off. No, actually, I did the graphics today. I can't even blame it on him.
Couple of things while you guys are voting. I did take Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts, and Ohtani all to record a hit at
Ohtani gets a lefty, though?
I don't give a shit if God is on the mound. I'm going to continue to bet Shohei Ohtani.
No, what is with you and fading God?
Because I answer the same question.
Rangers just tied it. Rangers just tied it. Get out. Gone. Tie game. Aura profundo. No.
Thank God I bet the first 5.
All right, Reds. First leg is Reds.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
Next parlay. Sorry, people hate when I'm watching the game during the show. I can't help it. The game's on. What am I supposed to do? Not watch?
Especially when we're going head to head.
I know we're on opposite sides of this one. So Marlins were second, so I'll put Marlins back on. I'll put the Orioles on.
Oh, anyway, Ohtani 2+ total bases at plus 160. I don't care if he's facing a lefty and Blake Snell. This dude is absolutely on fire right now. He's the hottest hitter in the planet. I don't care.
Wow, this game's wild, 10-10.
This is an awesome game to watch.
All right, so the next poll is running. Orioles, Marlins,
I'm gonna be betting
Braves.
Astros live at plus 145.
I mean, I don't really trust either of those pens. Is Chapman available?
I'm sure he is. He pitched yesterday. I don't know where he pitched the day.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Available. I know he pitched yesterday.
I would assume so.
It looks like Braves money line is going to be the second leg.
So Reds and Braves so far?
Reds and Braves, yep.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next one. Who got second in that one? It's not loading. I can't see. So let's go Padres money line. Marlins got second again. So it seems like people are voting for Marlins. I'll give them another chance to put the Marlins on. Orioles. And that's it. I'm out of games. Twins. Oh, I forgot about the Twins. Twins Royals.
Also, for that Ohtani point, even if Snell goes 7, he's probably gonna get a bat at one of those bum ass relievers from the Padres.
I kind of want, if the Brewers take the lead here, they got the bases loaded at 6-6, 2 outs. The Brewers take the lead, I might look at a live bet for the Cubs because I love that Cubs bullpen. And I know that sounds hypocritical because Leiter Jr. is the one blowing the lead right now. But I love that guy, Azalea.
I do too. Buxton over 1.5 total bases. He's on my list as well. I didn't think I said that one. But yeah.
All right, looks like the Marlins is going to win this one. Marlins it is. It's the third leg, and what are we at now? What's the odds?
435.
So let's go one more. I know they're going to vote yes, so we'll go one more leg. We'll put the Twins on there. They're a heavy favorite. We'll put the Padres on there. They're a heavy favorite. Did the Orioles make it? No. So let's put the Orioles. I know the public was pretty heavy on that one. And then we'll just rock with 3. Oh, no, I'll put the Dodgers as the 4th. All right, last leg of the parlay. Brewers didn't score 6-6. Going into top 8. Looks like Orioles is going to be the last leg. They jump out to a huge lead here. No one likes the Yankees. All right, this is a blowout. Let's make it Orioles. Everyone's voting them. What's the odds on that?
Hold on, it's pulling up right now. $8.99.
Wow, it's juicy. It's a square parlay, but of course it's the community parlay. It's probably going to be somewhat square. Reds money line, Braves money line, Marlins money line, Orioles money line plus $8.99. Thanks as always for watching. Sorry about the graphics issues. That will be fixed tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Great show. Tuesday is my second favorite to Friday. It'll be me, Toast, and I don't know if we have a guest lined up. A couple guests coming later this week, though. FTB is coming back Friday. Slop rules. He's coming on Thursday. I have the worst memory ever. I have one for Wednesday too, but tomorrow will be me, Toast, and I think someone else. I just can't remember. I'm sorry. Everyone have a good day. Oh my God, I forgot about the Underdog. Let's hit it. Thank you, Prop Beaver. There is music. We just can't hear it. They can.
Oh,
so
sorry.
Prop Beaver did this one he's so much better at the props than me. So I was like, why don't we do this one together instead of me doing it? Because this is your thing. Braxton Garrett, above 5.5 strikeouts. Austin Cox, above 3.0 strikeouts. Bryce Elder, above 3.5 strikeouts. It's a strikeout pick'em. If you want $100 match in your deposit, use the promo code BET. You don't need to use my link or anything. Just use the promo code BET, BET, and it'll match your deposit. So just go download Underdog. This is hidden because it's from Prop Beaver.
Do it.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m.
If the Astros lose this game, I'm gonna fucking freak.
I can't believe